Oh God, you would have laughed. I've just been in the kitchen doing some line dancing. And I did video it. I thought, oh, I love that as my daily video. And I looked back at it and I was like, absolutely not. I didn't think I could get embarrassed, but line dancing, oh my God, you should have seen it. I laughed at it though, I did laugh. Line dancing in the kitchen. Some woman was doing it on the computer and I was trying to follow her. One of these days you'll get a little short of that activity. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's raining out there. So I did 3 and 1 down there. Eyes. And on the back. Lips. So they'll be cool. Necklaces to take to the shop. And I started last night doing some tarot card ones. That's the High Priestess. And I'm going to put the Ace of Pentacles on the back, some positive ones. So we'll have a little go, shall we? So the Ace of Pentacles has got a grey background. Ferrero Rocher. Not anymore. Hence the line dancing video. Some people have been wondering about me. Where's my white gone? Come on, Liz. Oh, it is. It's supposed to be the new organised Liz. Where I'm not in communication with things. Because I don't want to. I'm in the hermit mode. That's what I want to do. I'm just in the hermit mode, and you just got to do what you got to do until you don't got to do it. It's not personal. It's just the way it is at the moment. I did so much socialising. It wasn't socialising, it was just going out doing things that meant interacting with people. People that don't know me. Just think, oh yeah, you know. And normal people just think, oh yeah, well, whatever, Liz, you did lots of craft fairs, so what? That's just going to work. Yes, it is, but it takes a lot out of me. Especially when you're selling, because you got to like be on stage all the time. And because I did so many last year, because I was sussing them all out, which ones I wanted to do. You don't want me, do you? Right. I gave myself people burnout. I think that's a thing when you're me. Can you even hear me? I think people burnout is a thing when you're me. So the closest I can get to people at the moment, really, until I have to, is this. I've got Ben's t-shirt on. It's like Ben, and I bought it off him. So, yeah, the closest I can get to socialising at the moment is doing these videos on here. So I apologise to my friends who aren't getting replies back or aren't getting anything from me. This, the Crafty Optimist, I reinvented in 2026 to be about my battle of head and house. It's all interlinked. And part of that is my mental health struggle. I'm not going to go on about it and whinge about it and things like that. I'm just going to show you how it manifests. And at the moment it is manifesting with me only going out when I have to. Mark went off on Saturday. What are we on now? Wednesday. That's the last time I've been outside the house. Saturday. The only thing that nearly got me out was snacks. I wanted snacks. I wanted to comfort eat. So I just had to put up with bloody walnuts and dark chocolate. That's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly what I had in mind. So it's stopping me snacking as much. So Mark is currently still on Rabbit Island, I think. Well, I think he comes back today. And, oh no, I can only speak to him tomorrow, so he must be coming back tomorrow. So he must have another night on Rabbit Island, which is somewhere off Cambodia, don't ask me. I looked it up on the internet. It looks like a tropical island, and because it is, but I don't know if that is a nice posh island, you know. But completely and utterly not my cup of tea. I like looking at the pictures of it, but I would die in that heat. I would die. So let's hope Mark's having a great time. Thing is, Mark, you say, oh yeah, but I want to experience these things with you. He forgets the reality of experiencing these things with me. The reality of experiencing that with me would be, oh, I'm so fucking hot, I've got a headache, oh my god, where's the toilet, oh, I can't walk up here, I'm knackered, I've got nothing to eat, I'm not eating that. That's the reality, Froud, of experiencing those things with me. So you're better off just doing it by yourself, mate. Right. Hairdresser. Hairdryer. Ah! You don't know now. What are you doing? What are you doing now? Oh, it's because I got myself plugged in. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Oh, I see. So, I've got me... Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Even though it's on a good foot these days, I made a foot for it. I made a foot for it, so it wouldn't do that. But I forgot that the hairdryer is tangled up with the pluggy-inny. Oh, my God. The pluggy-inny for... Ooh, the phone's plugged in because it needs charging, okay? And it's wrapped around the wire for this. Right, warning of this noise. Okay, bloody hell. That's enough of that. Give it a second coat of grey. Yeah, oh crikey. The reality, Froud, would be horrendous. And so I don't want my husband missing out on things he's always wanted to do in his life, because I don't want to do it. I'd ruin it for him. Oh, I want to experience these things with you. No. Let's just get a reality check. You'd be experiencing hell on earth in heat if I was there. At least you can bloody relax now. God alive. I'm a nightmare even in temperate temperatures, is that right? Moderate temperatures, I'm a bloody nightmare. Where's the toilet? I need a wee. Oh my God, we forgot the bag. Go back and get the bag. Comes back. Not that one, the other bag. Christ, I'm a nightmare just going to Chippenham for a bloody beans on toast breakfast. So let Mark have his little adventures, his big adventures, and I'll just look at the photographs, and I'm just genuine. I'm so happy inside my heart and my soul that he's experiencing all this, and I'm not holding him back or ruining it for him. Oh God, I just can't think of anything worse. Oh, there's a lump of acrylic. I can't think of anything worse. I'd like to look at it on the telly. That'll do. Looks like one of them islands, like, you know that programme Lost? It looks like that to me. And we all know what happened there. Right, don't look. I mean, don't listen. People will be like, oh, look at her Illuminati Freemasonic floor. I'm like, I did that on purpose. They were really cheap in Poundland and they don't stick, so every time I stand up I've got to put it back down again. I bought some carpet tape to double-sided sticky tape it. That don't even work, but I don't care. But I bought it because it made me... It looks very clean, but it also made me laugh, thinking of a Freemasonic floor made me laugh. So there's that. Right, put a little lid on here. My palettes are usually a bit of this tissue with a bit of baking paper, and I just keep squirting it. But since I've had a big move out, all my stuff's gone all over the place, so I'm just making do with it. But I just put that on there just so it didn't dry out as much, I think. Actually, I've got my squirty thing. I'll give it a little squirt just so it don't dry out. Yeah. Right, so let's do this then. Ace of Pentacles. So I'm trying to do some just positive ones on these. So, oh, watching David Icke this morning. I've been into him again. We've actually bought Iconic again. We bought it when it first came out, or sort of like close to when it first came out. And we didn't think it was very good, so we stopped. But we bought it again, Iconic, so that we can listen to the full things. They got some really good stuff on there now. They got some new stuff on there. They got that Christina woman, is it Dutch, I think. I think she helped him out when he was banned from Dutchland. Sorry, that's probably really offensive. And now I think she's his girlfriend. But she's really, we've seen her live when we went to see him and Richard Willett and Gareth and Jamie and all that lot. And she was part of the panel, and she's really interesting. And she's got some really good videos. She does her own videos as well, you know, on the afterlife, etc. and things like that. And she's very interesting. But Gareth Icke and Richard Willett always make me laugh. But this morning it was like a free one just on YouTube. It's just all about AI again. And how it's not going to be that good for us. And how all this nonsense and Donald Trump and, oh, I'm going to have Greenland, whether you like it or not. Just like loads of stuff that's distracted us from the most important thing, which is that we are sleepwalking into this AI technocratic nightmare. Some of us aren't. Still feel powerless. But you can only, like, oh, that's the biggest strange finger I've ever seen in my life. Strange finger. Where's my rubber? I'm kind of organised here. Got a bit of an organised situation going on. First time in my life. But that's only because most of it is still upstairs in the spare bedroom, which is no longer a spare bedroom, waiting to be organised. Oh well, we'll just do that once we've painted it. That's just a little, just to give us a little bit of a blah 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 outline. Let's get a bit of yellow in there. We had me yellow last night, so it shouldn't be too far away. Always get a good quality yellow, I've said that before. We don't need a posh one. We don't need a posh paintbrush. So, I've been listening to David Icke and what else? Candace Owens is literally like my EastEnders. It's literally like my EastEnders. Because unfortunately, she's doing a lot of good stuff. She's probably bought and paid for, I don't know, I don't care. It's my EastEnders. It's my like guilty pleasure Candace Owens. You know, some people watch the Kardashians or the football. My guilty pleasure is Candace Owens. And yeah, she's banging on about this Charlie Kirk thing and going right into it, and who knows if it's real or what. Who knows? I just like, even if she is bought and paid for, and I don't know, how the hell am I supposed to know? None of us will know. I still like her, she makes me laugh, and I like the way I like her presentation, and I just think she's funny, and that's weirdly, my guilty pleasure, how I switch off a little bit. But the serious things are what they're doing with digital IDs and all of that AI business, and just like secretly making like AI farms and things where they're just taking all the water and things like that. That's the dangerous thing, that probably even this Charlie Kirk investigation that Candace is doing is kind of taking our mind off of it. It's kind of distracting us away from it, in a way. That she does make me laugh. She is funny. But what can you do? I'm a little village in Wiltshire. Well, I can paint necklaces and become a hermit, and that's fine. That's also fine. Give a little bit of white, make it stand out a bit more. It's raining out there. It's really nice. I wouldn't swap this for a bloody island in Cambodia for all the money in the world. I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't. I wouldn't. And that's a nice state of affairs to be in, isn't it? Content with where you are and what you've got. That's a nice state of affairs, isn't it? My husband's out. I'm happy because he's out there doing what he wants to do. That makes me happy. My boys are doing well. That makes me happy. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else in my life except paint materials. Be interesting to see at the end of this year if I keep saying take my foot off the brakes, but what I mean is put my foot on the brakes. I'm slowing down, I'm not speeding up. So I'm just wondering, it'd be interesting to see, won't it, at the end of the year, if doing that, it's white, if doing that actually helped with my visions, where I see myself and where I want to go in life. Be interesting, wouldn't it, to see if instead of like trying to push, just taking a little step back. It'd be interesting to see if that actually works better. The paintbrush is too big, because that's what's happening this year. So to people that know me in real life, if I'm not meeting up with you or things like that, don't take offence. I ain't got the energy for it. I haven't got the energy for it. And that's the way it is. I've barely got the energy to do 2 craft fairs a month. But that's just the way it's going to have to be. Until I have got some more energy. That's the way it's going to have to be. So if me and Mark, because you might know or you might not know, we got engaged again. See, even if we do our get engaged again thing and do the hand fasting and that this year. When we first planned to do the festival and things in 2014 or whenever it was, but we couldn't do it because my mum got ill, so we just had to have like a really fast wedding. Like I said, it was nice. It it was a registry office, but it was where Mark lives and, well, used to live. And the registry office up there is like this really posh mansion. So for like 30 quid or whatever, we got a really posh mansion as a registry office. So, you know, but it wasn't this like, because we had it all booked, all the stuff for the festival. Like I say on that post, if anybody's read it, we had the Portaloos booked. We had a cheese wedding cake. I don't mean a little, like blocks of cheese, like tiers of different cheese. We had it all booked. We were going to have bloody people on stilts. We were going to have like a festival. You know, we had the field booked. We had the Portaloos booked. Everything booked. And then my mum got ill, and so we had to hurry everything up. And we had it up near London, Essex. And so back in 2014, that was going to be like loads of friends and, you know, it's going to be a big deal. But the hand fasting now that's going to be replacing that, if we do it this year, because I you know, I can't promise I'll be in the mood to do it, to be honest. That's going to be a little private affair. That's not going to be like what I wanted it to be in 2014. Because I'm not that person anymore. I am not that person anymore. And, you know, I'm not going to bloody pretend to be. So that will just be me, the boys, the girls, and the handfasty person. I don't want a big thing. I can't do it anymore. That's probably why I've got this YouTube channel. Because sitting here chatting away, it's kind of like you feel like you've got a social life, but you don't have to put any energy, you know, you don't have to, you can just do it if you want to do it, not do it if you, no expectations, there's no, I just can't do it, I can't do friends, can't do it. And I always used to think that that was a bad thing. And that somehow made me a bad person. I don't think it does. Society's always about that, isn't it, you know? Social media, it's even worse than social media. But I always thought there was something wrong with me because I didn't have loads of friends, and then I realised I could have had loads, but I turn it down. So I can't want it, can I? I can't want it. And I think it's because energy levels. Whatever I've got, whatever diagnosis you want to put on me, it takes its energy, it takes my energy away. So I've just got to be kinder and more realistic to myself. And you know, you want to get out there and you want to like get into shops and craft fairs, and you meet lovely people that will be friends for life. I can't do it. I can't do friends. Not in the way that society wants you to. So apologies to everybody out there if I have been reciprocal, or whatever the word is. You know, because there is a pressure now with mobile phones and things that you have to reply. There is a pressure, and you know, or if you open it up, they'll see you've seen it, and well, to somebody like me, the stress that puts on you, you wouldn't believe it. That gives me so much stress and anxiety. So I apologise now if you're one of the people who sent me something and I haven't replied, but you've seen I've been online. I'll just say I'm sorry, but I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Sometimes I'm really for it, and then other times I'm really not. To the point now where, you know, I've had ideas in the past. Oh, I'm going to have this picnic. Did it. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the other. But what it takes out of me, energetically, it's actually just not worth it. And I've decided this year that I'm going to harness that energy in a different way and see what comes out of my hermit energy again. So there's that. I just find being a human being hard work. And it's even more hard work, I think, when you kind of know the agenda and things and the nonsense that's going on in the world. I actually think it's harder work. Because it's fight or flight, isn't it? All the bloody time. And, you know, you go on the protests and you do all these, like, I used to do some angry bloody things on the internet, didn't I? And that was the fight mode. And then you got the flight mode, which is, I suppose, bury your head in the sand about it. And then you've got the paralysed mode, haven't you? It's not just fight or flight. There's fight, flight, and become paralysed, they've realised now, haven't they? And maybe I'm in one of those modes. I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm not going to fight it this year. I'm just going to go with it and be more comfortable with my decisions, and I'm sorry to everybody that expected more from me. I expected more from myself. I can't do it this year, mate. So I'm going to do me little 2 a month craft fairs. And a few little extras when they come up. And I'll do a few bits on the air. But I won't be doing no socialising, put it that way. I can't do it. It's just the way I am at the moment. It's just the way I am. And I say at the moment because I know me. And I know that could change in 5 minutes' time. But what I am going to do is, Mark's always the one, like I was saying, like, you know, organising the picnic, I'm going to do this, going to do that, going to do the other. Oh, millions and millions and millions of ideas. Mark's always the one that brings me back down to earth. But I'm going to bring myself back down to earth And I have done already. There's been things that I nearly done and then I've gone, how is that going to affect you in the like 6 months up to it happening? And so I haven't done it, which is good for me because I am very reactive. I'm reactive and then I regret it. Like that one, there's a couple of these videos that I've really nearly taken down because in the afterglow or whatever, I've like, well, that exposed myself. That was a bit too much. That was a bit oversharing. I've kept it up. But these are the spaces, these videos are the spaces for me to get this shit out. Doesn't mean I spend the rest of my whole day being a miserable cow or a hyperactive cow. I'm like 50 different bloody people in one day. This is an outlet. And I don't know why, it's just something I'm going to do at the moment. And today it started off with me thinking I was going to give you a video of me doing line dancing. God, that was ridiculous. But this is going to be a nice quiet one today, I think. You see what I'm doing now? Imagine what I'm doing now, but with David Icke in the background, or Candace Owens, or Stranger Things. That's how I spend my whole life. My whole life. And for now, that's going to be okay. Ace of Pentacles. That'll do.